Hello! Welcome to the Binding of Isaac Repentance Plus Beta version. It's me, Forcy. And I just want to say, Nicholas has no idea how to name the DLCs. Like, okay, Rebirth, cool name. I think it was Edmund who named it because, remake, Rebirth. Afterbirth, yeah, sure, first DLC. Second DLC, Afterbirth Plus. Not really, especially because it was a paid DLC. Then we got Repentance, great name, once again. And then Repentance Plus. Like, come on, you can do better if you want to. All right, you know what? Let's do an Eden run. Why not? Might as well. All right, I'm also gonna move my microphone a bit. Bit closer to my face, so maybe the VTuber picks it up better. The clicker, huh? What an item. But Ceremony of Robes goes hard. I did a run before this. The reason for that is because I have like two first episodes. This is the third first episode, welcome. I'm mostly doing this. I did not upload the first two episodes because I wasn't really satisfied with some things, I would say. But I think I'm getting to the point where I should just like send it, right? Like there is no point of oh, that's a great item. Two great items actually. There is like no point of redoing the same thing over and over again because we just never do progress. It's like the same thing with art, I guess. Where you can remake your art over and over again, but there is a point where you just like have to accept that you could do better eventually, but not right now. Right now you like have to be satisfied with what you can do, and that's completely fine. Creating something is tough because of these things, I would say. Well, it's also fun, don't get me wrong. Did we do boss read? Oh, we almost did everything actually. We didn't do the home run and the chest. So we can make this a casual chest run for sure. No trouble in that. But yeah, so maybe this will be the first episode, maybe not, but I'm willing to just like send it at this point because look, I could make the first episode for like 6 more months and maybe I would get better, but it just like would feel weird, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I'm gonna get hurt there, it's okay. Send you? Oh, thank you, you shouldn't have. My speed sucks now, but I have great damage. And the tiers are fine too, I would say. The tier rate. The one thing I was thinking about though is, should I introduce the game? Because the awkward situation is that I was thinking to redo the whole save file, but at the same time I'm like, I would say halfway there finishing it. And I kinda just, wanna have the 100% file. Speed up is huge for us right now. And what I'm thinking is that like, it's not that serious, okay? So I don't think I should commit to the point where I'm just like restarting the whole game and stuff, because what I'm trying to say is that it's not that serious. This YouTube channel, I don't really have like a plan to have a whole playthrough of the Binding of Isaac, as in like have every boss killed, recorded, and every challenge done and stuff, and because it's a long game. I have more than 1,000 hours and I still barely have or like in fact I do not have anything done really. That's not bad either, actually. I would like to work with this. So you get the idea what I'm trying to say here. Let's just enjoy the ride, and maybe one day I will be like, you know what, let's actually try doing this. Let's do a whole save file on YouTube, record it, or like maybe even on Twitch. Who knows what the future brings. How do I feel? Thank you, Brain, for asking that question. I feel fine, I would say. Job's been a bit, or like work has been a bit, a lot. I guess, you know. Or like, I actually don't know, but like I'm gonna probably leave soon. Because they just can't handle the interns, I guess. Oh, awesome. They were like, no, the interns get too much money, so we have to fire them. But at the same time, I was like, good workforce, so they are also kind of like, hey, can you come back, but like in a different like department. And look, I like trying out new things, as in like, you know, learning new stuff. This trinket just does not work. Maybe it does, maybe it just already spawned it, and that's why I didn't spawn the restock machine. Anyway, where was I? I like trying out new things, don't get me wrong. But there is a point where, like, I guess I just don't want to be thrown around and stuff, right? Like, I don't want to be like, yeah, sure, I'm gonna go to, like, you know, to a random department that's like not really related to my career, and do whatever you want from me. Because if I was like 18, I think I would be like, yeah, sure, you know, just like, I'm still figuring out what I want to do. Now that I'm 24, maybe I'm wrong, but I think I have an idea of what I want from myself. And yeah, I would like to build around that instead of just going around and do random work. That doesn't really interest me. Oh, I guess we can like search for the super secret room. Search has been successful. But yeah, otherwise, you know, I've been studying. That's also been a bit exhausting, I guess. But I think I'm getting the I'm getting what I'm like trying to study. It's like very deep computer stuff, computer architects to be exact, and you know, like how a register works, and you know, how the CPU is built and stuff. You know, it's like very nerd talk. I find it interesting, but it's also like, I guess the teacher is not really the best about it, and can't really explain stuff, and that makes it hard. But you know, the topic itself is interesting, I would say. I just wish it was more or like better explained. But I guess I've been using the internet to help me understand. I've been asking people to explain stuff to me, and I've been like trying a lot to really understand. Yeah, sure. To understand what's going on. So you know, I'm trying. Oh, but let's reroll this. We could try to get Beelzebub. I don't know. I mean, I'm just not satisfied with this run for now. I like Tech Zero. Sorry, not Tech X. No, don't go in there yet. Um, rude, mind you. So that's like a big plus from like, you know, a few years ago, I guess, or like a few decades ago even. Because a few years ago, you know, we had like a pandemic, and the only thing you could use was the internet. So, you know, I don't think that's true. But like, you know, a few decades ago, they had like, they, okay, let me rephrase. Hungary did not really have access to the internet, and because of that, people didn't really understand the potential of the internet. We started having the internet around like 2007. I believe I was 6 years old, and we were like, in our village at least, one of the first people who understood what's this thing is. Not quite. Me personally, you know, well, I was 6 years old, so you know, I didn't really have like any thoughts, except like my mom told me not to eat sand, I guess. But I remember that I thought that the internet was like free games online and YouTube. But like YouTube felt so weird to me because I did not understand how to pronounce it, because you know the way you pronounce things in Hungarian is way different from the things you, or like the way you pronounce things in English. So I kind of just said Jatubi instead, which is very funny to think about. But really, this doesn't give you the reroll? I did not know. I thought you get the reroll here too. Reroll here too. Bro, this trinket sucks. It's fine. It's fine. We can work around it. But yeah, that's what I thought the internet is, and me personally, I don't remember for example, my sister or brother ever going that like, oh yeah, I don't know how this works, let me check on the internet, and then you know there are like 5 billion results that none of them are actually true, and you know you are like, oh, so the earth is flat, great. It was more of like, you know, oh, I don't know this, well, I'm gonna like ask the two people who just know everything because they have like a library at home or something, or just fail this class. At least that's what I think happened. I don't know. I kind of was obsessed with watching funny animations on YouTube as a kid. I remember. This reminds me. I remember. I used to, like, something happened and I got like these Chinese SpongeBob videos, which in retrospect, I think like were very racist and they scared the hell out of me, mind you. Because many of them had also like blood and stuff, and the thing, if I remember correctly, it wasn't even racist to like Chinese people only, but like other Asian countries too, which is insane in many ways, if you ask me. Right, the super secret room. So yeah, I don't know, that was weird. I didn't watch those. Yeah, I remember watching that like one time only, and I was like, yeah, this is too much for me. I do not enjoy this, even though I love SpongeBob. Like that was the whole reason I wanted to see, you know. I just typed in SpongeBob animation or like SpongeBob song or something, and they felt like Chinese SpongeBob and something, like whatever. And I was like, yikes, this is something that's very, very, very weird for me, so I'm gonna leave it. That was like one time where I was very anxious on the internet as a kid that I remember. The other time, no. Maybe. Oh, we should have. Well, you know what? This is good though, and then we can still snipe for Basilbu, I guess. The other time was when I was like playing online games, and found this website that had like, you know, kid-friendly games, and then I think they had like a horror section or like an adult section, in the sense that it were like horror games or something. So like, you know, not like games about how you make children, but more like games that were like, you know, I guess you could say like Slenderman, but it's Slenderman made in Flash and in like 2008. But I don't know. Maybe because all I'm remembering that it was like an escape room game, and it was like very ominous. Oh, that was some great dodging actually. And I played it for like 5 minutes. I tried figuring it out, what's going on. I did not understand the story because I had no idea how to speak English back then. I only tried like figuring out stuff that like, oh, I have a key, let's try that at the door, you know. And after like 5 minutes I was like, this shit is very scary to me, so I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna go watch SpongeBob animations again. Oh, and here's the other thing. I think this is like this could be even mind-boggling, or at least to like the newer generations. I think this is gonna be like our version. That's like, back in my days we used floppies. That like back when I was a kid, we had to like load the YouTube video for like 30 minutes to like listen to a 3-minute long song. Like I remember that we wanted to listen to Queen We Will Rock You, because my mom loved the, well, she still does love this Queen, and we wanted to listen to We Will Rock You, and it took us like 30 minutes to load that shit in. And it was so exciting that, like, you know, Freddie Mercury goes "we," and then we were like, oh wow, you can just do this, you can just listen to stuff for free. And then he said, "Will," and we were like, damn. And then 30 minutes later, we listened to the whole song. It was magical. It's like how, like, you know, when they say that, like, sometimes less is more. This is what, like, pops into my mind. Like, sometimes having, you know, a bad internet can be magical. You don't have to, you know, all the websites and stuff. And maybe that's true about the internet too, you know, with like this is gonna be very like boomer talk, I think, so apologies in advance. I think there are funny TikToks, don't get me wrong, but you know, the good thing about the internet is that anybody can do anything they want, but also that's like, you know, a positive but a negative side too. Like for me, of course, I'm happy I can like record this video, but at the same time, I'm just gonna be one more creator in the sea of creators. The reason why PewDiePie was maybe special because he was like one of the first, right? And he kind of made a dream come true that many people had. But then many people realized that, hey, I can also try doing that, and now it's not really special. Like for this reason, we're not gonna have another PewDiePie. And what I'm trying to say with this is that the old internet, because of that, felt a bit more like unique, I guess. A meme was like alive for months, right? Even though it wasn't like a good meme, or like even if it wasn't that funny compared to many memes we have like right now. Like thinking back that, you know, I would laugh for years because Trollface, that's like funny to think about, I guess. But you know, there weren't many things. There weren't many how do I say this? Many memes, and you know, you just took what you had. And now the internet is bloated with the memes, and you know, nothing feels that unique anymore. At the same time, let me add to this, it's much easier to find what you enjoy and then just repeat the same 3 jokes over and over again because you find those 3 jokes funny. I think this is a better item. Not my tempo. My tempo. So yeah, I don't know. That's just interesting to think about. And you know, I might be wrong because I'm just like, you know, I don't really have a degree in memology or whatever, or even like psychology or sociology. I'm kind of just saying stuff, and sometimes I'm right because of that. You know, a broken clock is right twice a day or whatever. Oh, we should have get conjoined. Fuck. It's okay. But, for example, back then, I would be like, oh yeah, PewDiePie is awesome because he makes gameplay videos. But now, if there was a person who had the personality of PewDiePie, I would be like, you know, I kinda don't care about this guy because I don't like his, you know, personality. And, you know, I don't mean that like I would go under each of his videos and be like, fuck you! I would just like, you know, not watch him. and now I would be like, hey, I enjoy watching my own videos because I'm narcissistic or something, and then everybody would be like, you know, alright. You do you. You do you, is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I sense my pronunciation is fucked up, so I hope you can just understand what I'm saying, I guess, I'm trying to say here. Alright, let's see what's in here. I take it, I guess. Probably the planetarium chance could have been better, but life goes on. So yeah, that's what I think about like the old internet. It's, I guess, how I wanna stop my video essay that I just made up on the spot is that there are things that in the past felt better, but at the same time, the present that you have more chances to enjoy yourself is also good. And I'm not talking about the AI art, because yeah, it's good or whatever that everybody can produce art now, but like, you know, part of art is, I think, the process you make it, and what's the story behind making that art, you know, the decisions and stuff. And I just don't see the decision of, you know, sitting in front of a computer for 30 hours creating art as the same thing as, you know, sitting down and drawing the same piece, maybe for more time, maybe for less time, but like, you know, developing a style and deciding how you shade it and stuff, like, you know, you have more control over, and I think that's that matters more, or like that matters as much as the final product. But you know, agree to disagree, and we are still figuring out what to do with AI art anyway. Oh, you got reroll too, huh? I mean, no effect on temperatures. I mean, this is just a good item in general, I think, even if it doesn't affect this one. I don't really want to go into the AI art discussion right now. I mean, you know, I'm an artist myself, not a digital artist. I've been drawing for 2 months now, 2 years now. And even if I'm not the best artist, or like even if I'm like pretty average, I would say, the fact that I spent 2 years to learn what I've learned is huge for me, I think, and is very interesting to me. And it's very interesting to me too how other artists, like, you know, find motivation and inspiration to create their thing. And that's very motivating. IMO. Alright. But yeah, I'm not really gonna go into the AR discussion. Maybe in another episode, but right now it's not my tempo, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, I wouldn't mind talking about how, you know, old in ooh, you shouldn't have, how the old internet is compared to the new internet. There's gonna be a secret room. Guess not. There's gonna be an item room. We need like tears ups, I think. Nope. Hold on. Salavi. I like this item, but I love this item. I'm trying to find something else here. For example, Infestation 2, or whatever it's called. Is it called Infestation 2? It is called Infestation 2. I mean, this is just like a banger item. Like, you can't be mad at it. I'm like, the one thing I'm interested about is, I guess, is how I would behave as a kid on the new internet, or like the current era internet, and how I would behave as an adult on the old internet. Because I think the thing is, that might be very controversial, but the old or like, again, old internet was like less regulated, which is somewhat a good thing, I think. Because the edginess could be funny sometimes, but at the same time, like, you know, people were just like racist for no reason, so if you ask me, that kinda sucks, is what I'm trying to say. But you know, sometimes even as an adult, if you like step okay, I don't want to say step over the boundaries, because I think that's wrong. But like, you know, there are situations where you can allow yourself to be a bit more edgy. What do I mean by that? For example, Linkin Park, I think, is a great example. It's a bit edgy, but you know, Hybrid Theory, amazing album. You can't deny that. And it's not, you know, it's not that crazy edgy as like people thought it was. I think it was just like lots of people listened to it when they were sad, and then, you know, it kind of became a caricature, maybe something like that. Not really a caricature, I guess, but just like a temporary symbol of like edginess and stuff, even though it was like, you know, adults feel. Oh, maybe that's the thing now that I think about it, or like based on myself, that I thought that, you know, adults are like these people who got it all figured out, and that's why Linkin Park felt so edgy to me, because, you know, like, come on, why would you make a song about this, bro? Like, you're an adult, I make music for teenagers, it's so cringe. And, you know, then I realized that, no, that's just how life is. Oh, okay, thank you. Oh, what the hell? Makes you think. Oh, rude. I'm still gonna play this. I ain't stressing. It's like the same thing, I guess. How some people are like, you know, rap isn't real music, or just like, oh, rap is just about like, you know, oh, great. Like, wow, I have, you know, woman and money and power, cash money and fame. I guess it is a red item. Surprising, for sure. But it's more than that. Like, you know, listen to Kendrick Lamar and how he raps about his fears throughout the year in the song called Fear, from his hit album Damn. It's a great song. It's one of his best. Very, very thought-provoking, I would say, and helps to understand your own fears, but you know, maybe that's for another day. Again, I don't know. I just like keep thinking about the old internet and want to yap about that, even if it's like not the most interesting or most revolutionary thought, really, because you know, people been talking about it, and some of it is nostalgia bait for sure. Like again, like even this sentiment that like, oh, the old internet was less regulated, or you know, you had more of a quote unquote free speech, but that, you know, yeah, sure, you could make some jokes that would be a bit, you know, too much maybe today, but at the same time, that's like, you know, 99% of that is just racism, and there is like 1% that's like an actual funny joke. So like, you know, we didn't really lose anything, I would say. This this reminded me, and I don't know if it's like a new thing, or if this was a thing like forever ago too. It's just like, you know, I'm like 24 years old instead of like billion years old, so I don't really have experience in this. But I kinda hate when you have an opinion and another person has the same opinion but for the wrong reasons. Like, for example, this internet thing, that like, you know, old internet was less regulated, and maybe that's not necessarily a bad thing, you know. I'm like, my reasoning is that just like, yeah, maybe we have enough keys. Sometimes it's just, you know, say a joke that can be, you know, not to random people, but just like to your friend. That's like, hey, you stinky, and then, you know, your friend is like, haha, good one, and then, you know, Twitter doesn't go on after you. Like, how dare you say stinky to your friend, you dumbass? And then you're like, what the hell? I don't know. I don't think this happened, but imagine. You get the idea. It's again because I want to. What I mean. Oh, that's great. What I'm trying to say is that, like, you know, I'm trying to make this about, like, you know, just like still innocent, but like, you know, a bit silly fun instead of like full racism. And then the other person is like, oh fuck, you are so right, and then he just like starts saying the N-word non-stop, and you're like, yeah, like, you know, at the old internet. I'm like, no, that's like, I didn't say you to be racist. In fact, I've been, you know, trying to have this monologue for like, I don't know, like probably 5 minutes to say that I don't mean racism. I just mean that I wanna tell my friend he's a dummy and not have consequences. Yeah, but hold on. I need to do something. Easy room. Easy life. It's just very annoying to me. And in many scenarios too, that just like, you know, politically, when you support like the same ideology or something, but they support it for the wrong reason, and they are just like, that's not really what I meant, and they're like, oh, what do you mean? That's like the whole basis of it. And like, just shut up, man. No, I'm not gonna say what my ideology is because I'm not stupid. What do I do? Who have? Imagine. We'll come back to you. That was very stupid. Who have? Oh, 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 oh. Let's just leave. Let's just leave. I don't wanna die, is the thing. Wait, you can give me HP. Oh, I can't hit you, huh? That's scary. We have a scary situation. I need to pay attention to the game for a second. Ace of clubs. We take it. Oh no. It's completely useless. HP me? Oh, we could have got... Oh wait, we still can. Alright. There we go. So... Yeah, should be safe, I think. For now. But then who knows. This item room should have something great for us though. I don't know, not really. No. What the hell, sure. Let's see. Why not? This could be a full health. Honestly, not that bad because like we don't need this much HP for now. You just donate here. There you go. Or like if I want to give an exact opinion, I guess is like sorry, not opinion, but example of this happening is you know, could be said about like a video game too, for example, that like maybe my favorite game is Outer Wilds because I think it's a beautiful game in many ways, and then the other person is like, yeah, I also like Outer Wilds because it has aliens. Okay, that's actually not a good example, now I'm realizing. It's like, that doesn't mean anything. Like, you know, okay, you like cool aliens, you know, go for it, dude, I guess. Just... oh man, I can't really think of an actual example of this phenomenon right now. Oh yeah. I mean, if you gave me the keys to the kingdom, I'm taking it. Maybe AI could be an interesting thing about it. I'm not gonna talk about AI or still, but like, you know, the main idea of AI that like it would have maintaining monotone work, and instead of that, it's just like kinda is taking away creative processes and stuff. Like, you know, I agree that AI could be a good thing, but we are going to the wrong direction with it, and I do not support that, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I just don't think that's good. Oh, you shouldn't have. I mean, you kind of have to pick this up sadly, so might as well. Maybe get another heart. Unlikely. I guess we just fight the boss. Soon. One more charge, one more charge. We're so close. High Priestess. I don't know. One more charge, one more charge. Oh, we definitely. Oh my god. That's insane. Not really excited about any of those. But we have lots of red rooms to explore. Maybe something cool. Might as well. Imagine if you paid me out, you bitch. I'm gonna play you for one payout. Hello? Hello? Alright, one more payout. But this is it. Not really useful for me, I think. Alright, one more red room to explore. Send it. Okay, let's fight Mom. I can play you one more. But why did I? Why would I? This sucks. Speed up, tears down. Speed down. Tears up. Pretty flat. It's okay, life goes on. It's hard to talk for a long amount of time, huh? Is this no, it doesn't work. It kinda worked, I guess. Oh, right. The laser eyes. Forgot about those. Oh, forgot about it again. We're gonna go up. Yeah, let's go up. So it's tough to talk for such a long time. Mostly, I guess I'm just afraid I'm gonna say something stupid that's like I don't really agree with. But I already said it, so you know my brain is just like, oh fuck, you already said the shit opinion, now you have to defend it. I'm like, what the fuck? How? What am I supposed to do with this? I don't even agree with this. Whatever, man, you already said that, like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what would be like a stupid opinion. You already said that, like, Madame Web is the future of cinema. Now you have to defend it. I'm like, what the fuck? I hate that film. Oh yeah, I guess that's also another could be another good example that, like, if you hate a film or like an animated film because it's like bad, like, you know, I'm not gonna say an example right away, but like, you know, and then you are talking to another person who just like hates animated films and they think it's childish or something, and then you are like, you know, like, you should watch Wally because it's like kinda good, but you know, no point on hating on random animated films for no reason, my friend. But like, you know, let's say that you watch like Shrek the Third, also known as the worst Shrek, or the Shrek that's like not even really part of the canon, I guess. Like, there's like, even it feels like even the creators forget about it. But like, you know, you hate Shrek the Third because it's just not a good film, and you are like, hey, I don't like Shrek the Third, and then the other guy's like, yeah, thank you, animation sucks, and then you are just like, no, that's not what I said. Don't put words into my mouth. Actually, that's like one thing I dislike a lot. When I like say a thing, it reminds me that Twitter post when I say like a thing, and then Twitter is like, oh, you so hate thing B, and I'm like, no, I just don't like, or like, you know, like thing A. That doesn't mean I dislike thing B. Like, you know, just because I like waffles, it doesn't mean I hate pancake. Stop saying that. There can't even be a secret room there. What are you doing? We are just creating unnecessary problems for ourselves instead of working together as a society. He will not divide us. Oh my god, I'm playing so poorly. I mean, we're gonna win, like, don't even sweat. Maybe not. We're gonna win, for sure. Don't forget to go up instead of going down. I would like to get the red item though. I think it should be here. Never mind, it can't be there. I don't know how the red item works, I'll be honest with you. I'm just gonna send it here. Not very smart, now that I think about it. Oh, but we got the secret room at least. That's, you know, that's something. But like, I really dislike when I just say something, and even casual, like, you know, I'm not here to fight. I just say something that's like, you know, oh yeah, I watched this film. I think it was fine, but you know, like, let's say I watched Barbie. I think it's a fun movie. I watched it twice, in fact, enjoyed it both times, and you know, I'm like, this is like a film I enjoy. You know, the message itself I agree with, but like, you know, I can't. I literally just can't really relate to this message because, you know, I'm a white male. But you know, I enjoyed the film. I think the songs are fun, and yeah, I agree with you know, women should be treated respectfully. But that just like, you know, I say that, like, you know, oh, you know, I can't really resonate with the message of the Barbie film. That doesn't mean that's like I hate the message. It's just that, you know, I can't really, you know, I'm not in the position to to say that, like, oh yeah, the Barbie film is like, you know, it's what feminism needed or something. I literally just can't say that. I mean, I can, but like, I don't want to. It happens many times too. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck you. Bro, you wanted to pick up the fire, you dumbass. Actual idiot. I'm the actual idiot. Never mind, it was a gamble to get some great stuff. Alright, you will die. Hold on. Alright. Never mind. I do wanna bad trip. I don't wanna understand these people though who, like, I guess you are just so fixated on your opinion that you just like want to defend it at all costs. Like, wanna, you know, wanna make sure everybody knows you're right, because many things, that's great, many things I think it's like, also opinions I like agree with. That's like, you know, oh, you don't agree with the message of Barbie? No, I do. Like, I literally think the message is like good, and I think if you like don't agree with the message, then you are just wrong, like, objectively. You could go into that argument again, like maybe how it, you know, states some things, but like, you know, in the basis of the message is right, I think, is what I'm trying to say. But you know, it's never, you know, stuff like, or maybe it's just like me not really paying attention to that. That's like, you know, hey, I think racism is like bad, and then, you know, the other person thinks something about that, and then I'm like, what? You think racism is right? And, you know, like, I'm not gonna agree with that. Like, what I'm trying to say is that, like, the things that catch my attention are like things I agree with. That's like, oh, so you said, you know, like I'm told that I said feminism is bad, and I'm like, no, I did not say that. But like if someone says that, like, hey, so you think racism is bad, I'm like, yeah, pretty obviously. I don't find that a really acceptable thing, I guess. Overall technology 0. I'm okay, thank you. Thank you for the chance, but I don't wanna deal with bombs right now. What the hell? Oh, that's great. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm just really a guy in the end, and I'm also like figuring out what I think is right and wrong many times, or like, you know, thought processes and stuff. Thank you. Alright, I'm not gonna do Mega Satan or the Void if I get the possibility, because one thing I don't have to, right? And because I actually have to like prepare for leaving the house soon, so you know, I kinda don't wanna run out of time and be late from my event that I'm about to have. It's one thing I've noticed on myself. I hate being late, but sometimes it happens because I just have like poor planning skills. Well, I wouldn't say I have poor planning skills. It's just I've been miscalculating outer things, or like not expecting things to be as punctual as I expect them to be. Like when I was in high school, we had like, you know, a bus per half an hour, so I could just plan around that. But now my brain is like, oh, there is like a tram in the capital every 10 minutes. But because of that, you know, when there is the one time there isn't a tram, my whole plan falls off, and now then I have to like improvise, and that's tough when, you know, you calculate it to arrive at exactly the you know, at 2 o'clock, and now you have to like figure out how to do plan B, even though you don't really have the tools for that, and you're just gonna be like a few minutes late either way, which sucks, but that's why you gotta, you know, think before you do something, in many cases. Not only just like planning a route or something, but why not? But also before, like, you know, probably not gonna play with that. Or just even think something. Maybe that's gonna be my moral of the story here. Sorry. Like maybe they don't have to, like, yeah, I have to talk for like 53 minutes, but sometimes you can think before you say something. You never know. You don't have to like, we are not doing void. You can like also leave some time to like take a sip or something, so you know, your throat doesn't start hurting. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, it would be appreciated if you left a like, comment, or even subscribe. Thank you again, and see you in the next one.